seeing everything with my own eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But this is 2021.
Yeah, it's only 20 years.
And you've amassed this skill and this level of perfection in 20 years. That's most guys that's been doing this have, been at it 50, 60, 70 years.
Well, let me tell you something. Whenever it comes to anything, I would call this that I learned all of this is kind of like a genius.
Yes, sir.
But it's not me. Lord Jesus Christ is the one that.
Yes, sir. I've received that.
That's the reason. That's the reason I'm here now.
I've received that.
I'm 80. I just turned 81 years old.
81.
I work every day.
Wow.
And I'm a blessed man. I was a head meat cutter for Price Chopper for years.
Yes, sir.
I worked at 43rd and State, 55th and Leavenworth Road, a ball store there.
All my stomping grounds.
Yes, sir. And 18th and Roll.
Yes, sir.
North Oak and Vivian. I've worked in a lot of Lee Summit, Grandview, Price Chopper.
Yes, sir.
I've worked in a bunch of them.
Wow.
I was kind of a troubleshooter for them.
Oh, this is amazing. Now, what you said is what Dr. Carver said. That's what drew me to the Model A's. I'm a student. I graduated from Tuskegee University. Dr. George Washington Carver and Henry Ford. Henry Ford was just an admirer of Dr. Carver's work, and he came to Tuskegee on frequent basis. Okay. And even at the
let's go over here. I want to show. Okay, now I want to show you something.
Yes, sir.
We'll have to walk around here.
Man, this shop is just phenomenal. I can prove, all these license plates. Yes, sir. Henry Ford has a cabin that he built in honor of George Washington Carver at the Ford Museum. I haven't been there yet.
This is a 1930.
Okay.
This is a 1930 steering wheel for a Model A.
Yes, sir.
Do you see the roughness in this?
Yes, sir.
That's because it's made out of soybeans.
And yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you can really see it right here.
Yes. Oh, my God. I've been telling people that for the longest. I didn't know about the steering wheel. I knew about the Bakelite.
He made a lot of parts.
Wow.
Out of soybeans. Once he, well, just like you said, he got it from Dr. Washington.
That's right. That's right. And it's a piece inside of the starter and the distributor caps named Bakelite. Now, Dr. Carver didn't patent it. But the gentleman named Bakelite patented, but Dr. Carver invented the process for it. Oh, man, I'm about to pass out. Look at this beauty right here, y'all. This is a car. No computers, no ECMs.
Let's see here if I can find it. I thought maybe I had... I used to have some Bakelite or some of the shift knobs.
Oh, really?
That were made out of the same, made out of
soybean.
Oh. I don't have any right now, but they did make shift knobs too.
Man, that is amazing. Now, I wanted to ask you on this guy here. What was the particular reason he went from 6-volt to 12-volt?
Well, there's. Sit down. I'll tell you about it.
Yes, sir.
6-volt carries twice the amperage that 12-volt does.
Yes, sir.
If you have a short with 6-volt, there's a pretty good chance you could burn your car up.
Oh.
So we convert a lot of them over to 12-volt.
Okay.
And that cuts down the amperage. It don't take near as much amperage.
Okay.
And the wires are a lot thinner.
Yes, sir.
They don't make the wiring like they did back in the day. They would carry that voltage and that amperage. But
what, it was just a higher gauge wire?
Bigger gauge.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'll show you something on this car. This car, it actually has the original clutch assembly in it, which is a multiple disc clutch. And it's made different than the other clutches are. This is your button that you kick down to start it with.
Okay.
And this mounts into here.
Okay.
This is an original a generator for a Model A. This is the best generator they ever made. They call that powerhouse generator.
Powerhouse generator. Okay.
And this car was converted to 12 volt, and I've taken it back to its original. I
took it back to 6 volt.
I took it back to 6 volt.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay.
And on the upper plate for these Model A's are different from any other upper plate.
That's the first sets.
This is dirty, but you can still get the idea from it. This is a plate that they use today. See how it's pressed out? It's just pressed out.
Yes, sir.
Look at this one. This is all molded. See, this is molded in there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's all molded into the top. And see the difference see this is molded in, where this is just pressed out and a ball is put in that.
I see. So it was still in the mass producing of the A's. It was just a lot of not only craftsmanship, but a lot of innovation that had to go.
Oh, there was innovation. There was innovation all the time. I mean, they continually changed the Model A from the time it started.
Yes, sir.
Now you see that car right there?
I didn't even see that one.
That car right there.
I didn't even see it.
You're looking at the original top on that car.
Oh,
That's
man.
the original paint.
Wow.
If you look here, you can see the original pinstripe.
Pinstripe. Wow. No, I didn't even see that one sitting there.
This is a 31 two-door sedan.
Yes, sir. Okay. All original. My goodness. I'm just so enamored and excited. I didn't even see that one sitting back there. Oh, my goodness. Man. Now, this is one of your own collection, too?
That's my car.
Okay. This is phenomenal.
I've got to show you something.
Now, I haven't seen the lights like that before.
Well, that's cow lights. And this is what a 28 would have on it, or a 29.
Okay.
They're a little different.
Yes, sir.
You see this is called an indented firewall. See that that's where you shut your fuel off at, not underneath the dash.
Oh.
This come out in 31.
Yes, sir. And it's still the gravity-fed carburetor.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. But walk on over there if you
Yes,
get by that ladder.
Yes, sir.
It's a little bit tight in here.
Oh, my goodness.
This is called a 31 Deluxe.
Oh.
This is the first car that would have had an adjustable driver's seat.
Oh, wow. Isn't that something?
That is for a two-door sedan.
Yeah. Look at that
This
room
one
back
has a
there.
dome light in the ceiling.
Oh, wow. It sure does.
Two-door sedans don't have
I haven't seen that.
You're looking at original upholstery.
Mm.
And if you look here, you can see the wood grain dash. And this is wood grain. It's kind of fading away.
I didn't see that.
You can't really see it on there.
Wow.
But you can certainly see it on the dash.
Wow. Oh, man.
And the key was lost for this car.
Yes, sir.
So I'm putting a different
ignition there.
Listen to this thing close
It's
up.
solid.
Got
Solid.
30,000 miles.
Solid. Oh, man.
And my friend Ivan bought this car.
Yes, sir.
And
Ivan, the 11-year-old, took his mom to church.
Yes.
Wow.
He had this in his shed. He had let's see, what did he have? He had 9 Model A's when he passed. Each
Bless
son
his
got
heart.
3 of them. One son sold me this, sold me a Roadster and a coupe.
Bless his heart. Wow, this is amazing.
Now I'm going to show you something else that makes it a little bit hard to believe. I can prove everything I'm saying. There was a guy by the name of Tony Hartenhoff that found that car.
Okay.
Here is that same car in 1973.
Oh, man. On the magazine, the Restore.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay.
Look at that. Let me get a good picture of that again. That's phenomenal.
Okay. What you can't see is this fender here is really messed up in here, and the other side was too. But I'm going to show you something. They did an article on 2-door sedan deluxes. They come out with these later in 31.
Okay.
To try to get the ladies. You know,
I was getting ready to ask you that.
Depression.
Yes, sir.
Looky here. That is not this same car, but it was a new one. That's what they looked like when they were brand new.
Wow. Now, what was the model price of these when they were brand new?
What was the price of them?
Yes, sir.
Probably somewhere around $635.
And that's something.
Something like that. Now, here is this car right here.
This one over here.
Oh, well, no, this one here is one that was out in Arizona.
Okay.
Sorry, I was wrong about that. But here's the article on this car. You can see here, Mr. Tony Hartenhoff, Council Bluff, Iowa. Got this car in Nebraska City, Nebraska in 1971. Had 25,000 miles on it. And he took it to Colorado, he took it to Wichita, to several different big car shows.
That's amazing. Now, several of them.
Now, I'll show you. This is a car, and if you look real close, you can see that fender's messed up. I'll show you a picture later on. And you can see this one here is messed up here. But now, if you look here, you can kind of see it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And my friend had taken this fender off, and after he died, we couldn't find it. So anyhow.
Now this is unique too. That's more of a luggage rack.
That is a luggage rack.
Okay.
And here's again the interior. And this seat here is.
Oh, that folds up.
Yeah, that's how you get in the back. That's how you get in the back.
Oh, okay.
Of these cars.
That's 2 doors. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And see, this car has assist straps.
Oh, to hang on?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's got the dome light. These are some of the things that makes it a deluxe. Pinstriped dash. See, it has armrests in the back.
Sure does.
And anyhow, that's the interior of the car. And if I take all that junk out of it I got in it, I could show you that little mouse hole right there that they repaired.
Oh, that is beautiful.
But now I'm going to show you something. People say, how can you prove that car is the same car? I said, it's pretty easy. I said, look right here. You see that little dent on the
fender?
On the fender?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you can see it right up here too.
Yes.
Okay, now, if that's not good enough, they went ahead and did an article on the 2-door sedan deluxes. That's not where that goes, but here again, it tells you that the car was owned by Tony Hartenhoff, Council Bluff, Iowa, bought it in Nebraska City, Nebraska in 1971, 25,000 miles, and then all of that verbiage. The pictures are a little clearer in here. They used this car to show people what a two-door sedan deluxe is supposed to look like. Now, you can really see that spot
Yeah, I
here.
see that good.
And you can see it really well right there.
Yes, sir.
And you can really see these fenders are gnarled up, especially this one.
Wow, that is amazing. That's some history. Now, this one came out of the sale of your friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Well, I bought it from one of his sons.
Oh, gotcha. That is phenomenal.
His son was a big, heavy man. He couldn't even get in them.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I'll still be able to get in mine now.
Now here's the one I built. I built that in 2004.
Oh, good night. That's a beauty. I love those gangster whites.
And here my car is setting with the 20 millionth car. We had it in Kansas City in 2006 or 2007.
Oh, really? Wow. So where is he out of?
Oh, this
The 20 millionth car.
The 20 millionth was at the museum. Was at the Henry Ford Museum
in Detroit.
Henry Ford. They found this car, and then Henry Ford restored it.
Oh, okay.
And
let me see that blue one you put together again.
I'll show you better pictures of that.
Man, that's a 29?
No, it's a 31.
31.
Slant windshield.
Okay.
You see, it don't have a sun visor on it. This is a precursor to the 1932 car.
Okay, got those cowl lights too.
Yes, this is a deluxe.
Yes, sir.
And I had the doored hoods on it.
Let's see that.
And how you got those doored hoods back in the day in 30 or 31, you could buy those doored hood sides from the dealership, and they'd paint them the color of your car.
Okay.
Whatever color your car was, and then they just take them pins out, slide them out, and just put them on your top.
Oh.
And that was now.
What year did they start painting them in different colors from the factory?
1926 and 27 Model Ts, where you could. Before that,
they were all black.
25, they had to be all black. You know why?
No.
Because black paint dried faster.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why?
Yeah.
And that's something. I didn't know that. I believe also in the research Dr. Carver was doing with different paints and making paints out of clays and soybeans, that was instrumental somewhere down the line too when they started making different colors. That is phenomenal.
See this gentleman here?
Yes, sir.
He's the editor of this, was the editor of this magazine. His name's Jim Spahn.
Okay.
I called him one day and I said, Jim, I knew him, and I said, Jim, my hometown has an original fire truck they bought in 1929. He said, really? I said, really? He said, how did you know I want to do an article on a fire truck? This is
Cold Camp.
This is down at Cold Camp.
Yeah.
That's what
that's
talking
beautiful.
about.
Yes.
That is their truck.
Wow.
I am probably the first person to ever be on the cover.
On the cover
of this magazine, because if they had a car and somebody was sitting inside of it, they'd kind of black out it.
The person. Okay.
So you couldn't see.
Wow. You made the cover.
Yeah.
Good
Look
night.
at this. I told you I was a blessed man.
You sure are, brother.
They driving it, and they let me drive that thing all over town. My sister still lives there.
Wow, man, that's an honor. Is that Ford himself?
No. That his name was Irvin Myers. He was a city councilman or something, or mayor. I don't know back then. And they take it and drive it in the parades all the time.
They got it loaded down.
And I'll show you what they do with that fire truck. Look here. You see, they've never painted this thing.
Oh, really? That's all original paint?
Yes, sir. And looky here. Look at...
It's got the gold leaf lettering on it?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, man.
You can see this fender's kind of messed up.
Yes, sir.
When the town one of the town's grocery stores caught on fire. They run up there way too fast.
Yes, sir.
And they run into the building with that. And actually, a blacksmith straightened that fender out.
Oh,
you can see it here. But they never painted it. They just straightened it out. Now, here's what they do with that truck now. If a fireman dies, they take him to the cemetery.
I had the same time I had this 29, I had a 1964 or 64, 63 Ford fire truck.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to do was
look
to honor the fireman.
That truck today only has, this is what was on it today. I drove
1,000 miles?
1,151 miles.
Wow. Now, that's what I was going to ask you earlier. Why is it so many of these cars found, the mileages on them are so low? What is that?
Well, a lot of them have been rebuilt. The
odometers
have been rebuilt.
Okay. I was wondering if people just didn't travel or drive as much.
I personally own 2 cars that's got less than 31,000 miles on
That is amazing. That is amazing. They still
I'm gonna show
holding
you
up.
My very first.
Wow, man. This is like a kid. I'm like a kid in the candy store in here.
I'll show you something else. Not only did I have my car sitting beside that 20 million car.
Yes, sir.
Guess who got to drive it? Henry Ford drove his car off the assembly line.
What?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
You talk about a blessed man there.
Wow.
And this is my roaster when I was building my roaster.
That's this one over here.
No, this is my roaster I have at home.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah,
man.
I'll show you more about that. Man. But here,
oh man,
this is my very first car I've owned. First Model A I bought in 2000.
Is that the Union Station?
Yes, sir. They was doing they called me and they wanted an old car down there because a TV station was doing an article on that evening's news.
Yes, sir.
About the shootout they had.
Yeah. Dillinger in there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And here's a.
Wow. That is beautiful. Pearl one.
Yeah. You know why that says Pearl 1 on it?
No, sir.
My wife hated that Model A. I bought this over in Merriam, Kansas. Now, I'll show you something here.
Which one you get in Merriam?
This one.
Oh, okay.
See, it's made like yours. Yours is called leatherback. This is a leatherback. In 30, they started calling these blindbacks.
What year did you get this one?
2000.
2000. Okay, I bought one in Merriam. Mine come out of Merriam, Shawnee actually.
Actually, if you look, well, this is a better picture here. You see, this is the only car that actually got a pinstripe
from the factory.
No, yes, from the factory. And my pinstriper, when he pinstriped this for me, he took the same brush, put my initials right there on. Now, this is the first car. This is the first car. That's sitting right in front of my house right there. That's my house there in the background.
Okay.
And that's the first car I built from the ground up.
Wow.
I had a buddy who bought this car. It was all apart. And bought it. And I'm actually a mason. I don't know.
Okay.
And
yes, sir.
And he was too. And at the time, he was playing the stock market. Had $2,600,000 in the stock market.
Yes, sir.
And he had just bought this car and was going to have it restored. And he says, Milton. He said, I just found out that I've lost all my money.
Oh God.
He said, I'm 90. He said, I'm 74 years old. I got to go back to work. And I've only got $94,000 left. And
Jesus.
But I can't afford to build that car now.
Wow.
I said, I'll tell you something, brother. I will build your car for you. I will go get Ivan, and we will come up. Ivan will coach me on how to put things together.
Right.
And we built that car.
Good
He'd sit on a stool and watch me. He wouldn't touch it.
That's the very first one you built.
That's the first one I put
Brother,
together.
you got a heart of gold. That is nothing but God.
You know what